great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. Gano out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Here's McCoy. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Second down, 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Dontari Poe. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
It looks like, yes, it is 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
They're going with a dime set.
Here we go now. Detroit! Detroit! Leopard!
They'll set up to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bills have once again taken the lead. And he'll bang that one through. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They fake the give. Newton. Smith catches left side. And he's got some space here. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On first down, it's Newton. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
And the sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Lorenzo Alexander, the outside linebacker, drops him for a loss of 6. On second down, here's Newton. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
The name of the game, as always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
3rd and long, it's Newton. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Going deep for Benjamin. And that is incomplete. So now you folks don't know what you're missing. You're missing Larry Ridley. Ready to get back, though, to this Week 2 matchup. Let's get to it. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On second down, it's McCoy. And he loses the football a second time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw here. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. 8 yards there on a 1st down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They'll go again to McCoy. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 Short in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Here's Colton Schmidt now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. To throw on second down is Newton. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. Torrey Smith, the intended receiver. Third down here.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. McCaffrey following the penalty. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, an out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Throwing on 3rd and long. Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And here come the Bills. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Jeremy Maclin, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So the offense has it 1st and 10. A give to McCoy. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5. That's a whale of a game. The Bills on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. That is caught at the 7. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now McCoy. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his pass incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They're going to look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage. Spent the last 6 years as the kicker for the Seattle Seahawks, place where they called him House Money, now in Buffalo. Conditions somewhat similar, I would say, between Seattle and Buffalo.
Well, Seattle, you get a lot of rain. Buffalo, when the season gets a little later, you get a lot of cold weather.
A lot of cold weather, maybe even a little bit of snow.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Now Newton. And that'll be incomplete. The tight end Julius Thomas, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Personally, I think they've got to go somewhere else with the football. They've got him bracketed out there in double coverage. Makes it hard to fit it in time after time.
It would have had to have been an absolutely perfect pass and not good enough. There's Newton. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. A good pickup there at 22. The tight end Olsen in motion. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The Panthers on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Newton. A dump off to Anderson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Now it's Curley. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot.
This gives to McCoy. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
After the penalty, it's McCoy. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Throw left side complete. It's McCoy. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Back to throw here. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This is McCoy. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They go now to McCoy. He's seen a ton of action this afternoon. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Shaq Thompson with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And it's taken in at the 9. Yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, and you throw it again. Then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. That's another great play to come away with the football.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll look to throw, escaping the pressure right. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. The Bills on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go! Green! Gone! Leopard!
He'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Sharif Floyd in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. To throw on second down. Newton. And Olsen over the middle. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there for the Panthers. 47 yards. Now a first down throw for Newton. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 5, and he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
All right, here we go.
Well, I know it points to this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Bills, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll be back home next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from Charlotte.